Okay, so moving on to the next thing. This tool here, I think would be ideal for like frames or tabletops or bases. But like I said, when you're going to build legs, it really starts to complicate things. If you're going to put legs on anything, it starts to get complicated, and that's what this next tool's for. Same thing, got a bag, couple bolts, nothing pretty about this. But that thing is heavy. Now look at that. To me, that's a piece of art. Just what this represents, how easy it's going to make life for me. The design, the quality of the build, this is just an art piece to me. So I know it sounds silly, but this is really going to make things a lot easier in the shop. Not only is it going to make things easier, but the quality of the stuff that I build is going to be impacted. I'm going to be able to build higher quality equipment and products, and I'm going to be able to build them more consistently because of a tool like this. So the base is essentially the exact same thing. All they do is they take the exact same base, they drill a couple of holes in the back, and then they add this attachment up top. Now, one of the things I am kind of bummed about is this model does not have the holes drilled in it. So side by side, the 3-clamp model has a couple holes drilled back in here, and then you're able to put this attachment on. So what's cool is you can remove this. You can remove it and not use it if it's in the way, or if you got to get in a tight area, or for whatever reason, you could just remove it. What I was kind of expecting with this model is that it would still have the hole in it, and if I ever wanted to purchase just the top section of this, I could later on down the road, but that's not the case. This does not have a hole drilled in it, and so if I did want to purchase just the top section, which I doubt you could, I couldn't adapt it to this to the 2-vise model. So that's kind of a bummer, but I don't see really why I would need to do that. That's why I bought both of them. But I would just like to have that option. If you're going to go through the trouble of making an attachment, then make it work for all of your products and not just one of them. So that would be my only complaint at this point that I'm seeing with the product. So this one is to be used to build tables or chairs, anything that's going to have legs with it. It has 2 quick release buttons for the threads. And this top arm moves out of the way. So I will demonstrate how this works. So I've got the 2 top pieces clamped in. This would demonstrate the base, the top of the table. And this would demonstrate the leg of the table. Another difference here is that this actually has a V-clamp so that it can take on the shape of the leg. You could use round tubing here, square tubing, angle iron. You could pretty much use just about anything you can think of that would work as a leg for a table. And you don't really need to put a whole lot of pressure on it, just enough to keep it stable. But you can see that the handle here is not very big. They're not putting a big old handle for you to really clamp down on. It's not made to hold something really sturdy. It's just made to hold enough pressure so that you could get some tacks in place and then fully weld it afterwards. So I'll bring you in closer so you can take a better look. So on the back end here, you can see how all of that lines up really nicely. On this side, same thing. Everything lines up real nice. You've got a lot of room in here. You can work. It's going to be real easy to get a welding gun in here. Tack this up. You could even fully weld this as it sets. It'd be tough to get inside this corner down in the bottom, but you could definitely get this leg fully welded on. And once you have everything tacked on, you can just simply release it and take it off and then get it completely welded up. So of course this isn't tacked up, so it's going to move on me. And there you go. All right, well, that's my strong hand, and I'm ready to get to work. I don't generally buy tools just to buy them or just to try them out. I usually try and wait until I have a really good need for them. I've actually had a need for these for a very long time. I just didn't want to fork over the money to do it, but it was about time. I've got a job coming up to build a conveyor system. And off of that conveyor system is going to have to be a really sturdy base with 4 legs. So I decided to go ahead, take the plunge, and get the right tools so that I could do the job right. So I'm real excited to get started. Thanks for watching, Fabrication Nation. Go build something.